Good afternoon and salutations. My name is Calypso, aka Mint Carousel, and welcome back to the stream. Kind of no longer makes sense to say stay tuned on the YouTube side of things at the end of the last part of the stream / video, because it replaces have a wonderful rest of your day, which makes sense since that video will be the only video going up today on YouTube. But it doesn't make sense for the Twitch. One of the many reasons why I'm very excited to change my schedule up and make it so I only play games that I don't have a heavy narrative going. Well, I guess Genshin Impact does, but like I've seen it before up until the end of Liyue. So, actually, yeah. I guess after that, maybe I did. No, I don't. No. Anyway, what we're gonna do is, Fatal 12. Yeah. So let's get into it. I grit my teeth and make my way back home. I have no right to feel bad about the decision I've made. I know that. But I can't help but place a shaking hand over my shaking heart. Ooh, that was a slow fade. Alan Scorpion finds himself recalling the visit he received from Scale Jones, who sought to exchange information 1 day ago. He is alone in the same warehouse as usual. This gutted, abandoned place has become something akin to a home for him. Quite the contrast to what he was used to living in due to the fortune he had built up with his business.
女神の器か。
Okay. What he heard from Scale was rather hard to believe. The last remaining participant will become the means that allow Parker to remain in the real world. He was ready to chalk it up as nonsense at first, but he reconsidered once he learned that the claim came from Hebinata Miharu. Okay, hold on. Lol. Scale saying everything is... Okay, hold on. Scale revealing the truth behind Divine Selection. Yeah, I don't know, Body. That seems like a bit of a stretch. Miharu revealing the truth behind Divine Selection. Oh, yes, okay, yeah. That definitely sounds... Yeah, that sounds legit. I believe it 100%. I mean, yeah, same. He had his doubts about both the idea of the Divine Selection occurring before this and Miharu being its survivor, but after some consideration, he decided to believe it. Okay. It wouldn't make sense to believe in the dream world, but deny other abstract concepts surrounding the goddess. Scale had a suggestion to go along with the information he provided too. It involved getting information out of Shishimai Rinka by proposing the idea that everyone could survive. Alan had thought of this once before, himself. It is possible to create a situation where no one can elect another person. Starting with numeral 1, all they would have to do is elect the following numeral, who would then protect themselves until the clock's rotation was complete. In the proposed situation, Scale would pretend to have formed an alliance with Alan and Federico, and they would get the required information from her. The information would then be used to elect Rinka. A simple con, really. Yeah. Yeah. Even if it wasn't a con, I don't... Scale's suggestion was one Alan might have gone along with if he had made it sooner. Or perhaps he would have gone along with it now had the target not been Rinka. In other words, he turned down Scale's proposal.
そろそろか。
Alan produces a card as he speaks to himself. Federico Carminati's regret was what he revealed to Scale in exchange for the information. Alan was able to discern it when he learned that Federico's ring was an old wedding band. However, he also came to learn that Federico had no history of being married. What's more, the ring was made before he was even born. In that case, it had to be his mother's. Oh, grandmother's. Upon further research, he discovered that Federico was taken from his mother at a young age. There's no record of her death, though. Alan came to the conclusion that his regret involved meeting his mother once more. Lo and behold, he was correct. He shared that information with Scale. However...
奴の目は過去に囚われているものの目ではない。
Alan knows that, based on his experience with you, a person's card will change to reflect their new regret. At first he thought it was only due to you being a child, but even adults are subject to this should something cause a significant impact and alter the values they hold. Not only is the concept of regret dictated by one's own personal perception, but they also serve as a sort of emotion.
構わないさ。消えてもまた集めるだけだ。
That's funny. That's interesting. That's not funny, but like that's... Actually, no, it is funny. That's like... I did it before I can do it again. This guy does not get, what's the word? What is the word? Does not get, frustrated? No, does not get discouraged. He does not get discouraged. Soon after he says this, the card in his hand dissipates into little droplets of light. Federico has a new regret. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi. It's Ella come to visit, but you can't see her. So, you know, sucks to be you guys. She's come up onto my desk. Oh, comments. I mean, it's Federico we're talking about here. No way he wouldn't be confident about getting that. Right? And honestly, the first guess anyone should make is that the new regret is about Odette. Yeah. Anyway, I have a kitty. Hello. So I'm gonna be a bit distracted for a little bit. Okay.
さて、これで奴は怒るだろうな。
Someone won't be happy about this. Lol. LMAO. Ellen knows that Skell will be furious when the information he gained from their exchange disappears like this. God, that's so funny. That is so funny. That is so funny. God. He's likely to figure out that Alan offered it to him knowing this would happen, too. Look at this smug grin. I love Alan so much. It's funny, I just... okay. Okay, another comment. Cue Federico changing his regret 20 times, and Alan figuring it out faster and faster. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, for the three who aren't Miharu and Rinka, who obviously are the best, because they're like their main characters, and also I love them, but I love Alan. I have a love-hate relationship with Federico, right? Like, kind of like love to hate him kind of thing. And Scale, I just hate him. So, it's a funny scale, spectrum there, going on there. But, yeah. Anyway, let's go.
もっとも、それどころではないだろう。
Wait, worrying about what? Okay, yeah.
もっとも。
Alan has a decent grasp of Skill's current situation. He doesn't have skills cards himself, but it's easy to assume that Miharu does, having survived her election by him. Alan knows for a fact that this applies to Rinka as well. As such, it is likely that Scale will try to target her. No, he tried.
僕の答えは決まっている。
I guess he still has he could still do things. Now he just needs to hold on. What day is it? Friday. Oof. He has. Is it midnight? Okay. He has Saturday and Sunday basically to Oh, it's midnight on Friday, so he has all of Friday and all of Saturday, right? He should have all Friday, all Saturday, and all Sunday to dig up info on Rinka so he can just defend himself. He sounds content. Oh, yeah, it is Rinka. He sounds content with his decision, thinking back to the fire he saw in Rinka's eyes. Yeah. The respect. Oh, we're back here? I find myself peering down on the city alone. Tokyo Tower is famous even... Oh wait, hold on. This is in an eye. We have a third-person perspective with Alan and Miharu, so I think this is Federico. Yeah, it's Federico. Yeah. Tokyo Tower is famous enough that even I know about it. You can see the entirety of Tokyo from its observatories. Almost 2 months have passed since I first came to this country with Odette. Assuming everything goes smoothly, there will only be 4 more rounds of divine selection.
ここまでなんだろうな。
It would have been all over for me yesterday if I were the same guy as before. I've done nothing but mull things over since eliminating Odette. I even cut out Scale. I'm genuinely on my own right now. Now. That's allowed me to notice something, though. Feelings inside of me I hadn't realized were there. It was exciting to know that I'd finally reached the answer I'd been searching for, but with it came a sense of loneliness. It all came to a head last night. My regret card disappeared. In its place arrived a new card with new content.
勝利。
Kind of ironic, really. It's the one thing I'd always wanted. I've been a loser my entire life. Nothing changed when I grew up. Nothing changed when I joined and then tried to leave the Mafia. Sure as hell didn't change after becoming a participant in Divine Selection. Part of me figured it'd be alright, though. Even if I was a loser, I'd come out on top in the end. I was sure I'd have the last laugh. I had myself chalked up as the protagonist of the world. Interesting. I realized that was far from the truth thanks to Odette's elimination, though. I never once thought about succeeding or winning. All I've ever done is run away. Well, I was wrong. This entire time, deep down, I knew just how pathetic and worthless I was. I had been averting my eyes from the truth until now.
勝つさ。必ず。
Oh, Federico, what are you gonna do? I don't have time to dwell on the past. It doesn't matter if I'm not the main character. I just want to say that I've made it. Ugh, I knew it. I've been looking up to her the entire time. Federico makes his way from the observatory toward the emergency staircase. He casts his eyes up at the blue sky, inhales deeply, then exhales.
もうあんたとも会うことはないだろう。
He takes out the ring he's kept close to him all this time and throws it at the horizon. Federico notices something important. This is the moment when his life can truly begin. Interesting.
あの男は嘘をついていたのか。
Everyone point and laugh. Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Okay. While shuffling through the cards in his possession, Scale witnesses Federico's regret card vanishing before his eyes. He obtained that card in exchange for invaluable information regarding Divine Selection. His disappearance leaves him more agitated than he was already. His agitation stems from his failure to form an alliance with Shishima Rinka. He never once doubted that everything would go according to plan. After all, he had heard about her interactions with and attachments to previous participants. Numerals 8 and 10 came first, but it extended even to numerals 4 and 5, the former of which killed her classmate at one point. He had her pinned down as someone whose empathy prevented her from prioritizing herself at other people's expense. He even made up the story about his friend's death to take advantage of it. Ah, fuck you, God, of course. Yeah. Rinka had lost a friend before and is faced with the reality that another close friend is a participant in Divine Selection. Thus, Weisgeld thought using a story about his friend would influence her the most. He was convinced he would be easy to manipulate. He knows for a fact that she believed his story. She believed it so much that she felt bad for his supposed loss. And with Rinka on his side, Miharu would be sure to follow. He knows that Miharu's regret is Shishima Rinka herself. That's why he plotted to drag her in through Rinka. The risk of both his own election and his information becoming privy to others would decrease through their alliance. Once that was sorted, he would get in contact with Federico again. He would provide him with Miharu's information and have him elect her. If everything went according to plan, the next round would see him elect Rinka, Federico elect Miharu, and Alan elect Federico, leaving only Alan and himself. Scale knows Alan has the means to gather information on others. Even if Alan has all of Scale's cards, all Scale would have to do is gather Alan's. He had already prepared himself to deal with whatever Parker had in store for when elections were no longer possible. That was his plan to survive Divine Selection. Character development! Woo! She made it crystal clear that she would elect him despite her newfound sympathy. Scale remains incredulous. Even so, he isn't one to let others decide his fate. Being at a standstill is his worst fear. A cameraman can't afford to give up so fast. He is the living definition of never giving up. Huh. What the fuck kind of justice is that? But still. But no, it's not about the ideal behind it. Cause like, I guess, but there's something about, I don't know. Something about tricking them too about it. Rinka's just like, nah, I'm going to elect you. I'm not trying to trick you or manipulate you. I'm just going to elect you. And then she walks away. The biggest issue right now is his impending election by Rinka. Her desperation when it came to saving a classmate was a sign that she's prone to being reckless for the sake of those close to her. Oh no. Scale did his homework on who those people would be to her. This includes her sole surviving family member, of course. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Saturday, after school. We only have classes in the morning, so the plan is to keep the store open all afternoon. I'll keep it open all tomorrow, too. It's been closed pretty often this week, so the least I can do is make sure it's running normal hours during weekends. Doing so reduces the risk of Scale trying anything funny, too. I doubt he'll take any risks with people in the store, not to mention the fact that the street outside is fairly busy. I told him loud and clear that I had every intention of eliminating him. It's entirely possible he'll let his emotions get the better of him and try to get information out of me through less civil means. Naomi has come along with me today too. We're taking a break from research today, so I told her to use her Saturday as she normally would, which led her to saying she wants to come over. I figure it'll be fine as long as she doesn't go home too late.
ちょっと待っててね。
That makes Naomi my first customer of the day. Today's coffee is based on the blends. Oh, yes! Today's coffee is based on the blends you can get at standard coffee shops, with a little arrangement done by my gran. We call it Gran's Blend. Not sour, per se, but very bitter. I make sure to brew it by following the notes she has left for me, letting it steep for just the right amount of time before pouring it.
これも美味しいです。よかった。実はさ、おばあちゃんのお気に入りのブレンドコーヒーなんだ。前に電話した時、そろそろこれを入荷してほしいって。あれ、それって。
Oh?
うん。たまたま親戚の家族が実家に帰ってくる日があって、来週のどこかで1日くらいかもしれないけど、戻れるかもしれないんだって。
Oh. Well, that's good, but wait. Uh-oh. Oh boy.
だから私がコーヒーを入れてあげたくてさ、美味しいコーヒーを飲む瞬間は人生で最も贅沢な時間だっておばあちゃんの口癖だったから、その贅沢な時間をプレゼントしたいんだ。なら私は何回も贅沢な時間をもらってますね。
She offers a shy smile. We grew close after she said the coffee I made was delicious, now that I think about it. After our exchange, the day passes by at a relaxed pace. Naomi spends her time reading a book. Meanwhile, I deal with customers like normal and flip through the cookbook whenever I have downtime. Once done with her coffee, Naomi poses a question.
ちょっと変なことを聞きたいんですけど、先輩って恋をしたことってありますか？
Oh my. Oh. My voice quivers. This is not a topic I can deal with right now. I've been reading stuff with romance in it, but those don't bother me because it's not related to me. But when it is, oh boy.
どうして？いえ、たまたま恋愛小説を読んでいてふと思ったんです。憧れと恋の違いってなんだろうって。私、そういうのよくわからないんだ。いや、興味ないわけじゃないんだけど、ちゃんと考えたことはないよ。っていうか、ナオミはどうなの？私ですか？私は実は憧れている人ならいるんです。
Naomi? Naomi? Are you the type of person to hint at it in front of the person who's caught your interest? Or are you talking about someone else? Rinka? Mao? Miharu? Oh! I never expected that. Then again, it makes sense after she took charge of the culture festival. No doubt she made a lot more friends from that. She might have even gotten to know people from other schools. Yeah, well... I guess it is a possibility that's not a named character, but I mean, come on! Of course it's a named character. Could always be someone from her middle school, too.
でも、 それはあくまで尊敬なのかもって気持ちもあって、告白するにもやっぱりいろんな壁とかありますし。
Okay, I love Mao, and Mao is my favorite character, but that doesn't sound like Mao. It doesn't sound like it's Mao anymore. To be honest. Although, admiration is personal, so maybe there's something about... Anyway, but this could apply to Rinka very easily, and also Miharu very easily.
性別とか。
Oh ho? Oh. Miharu... Okay. Right. I thought that said flushes, as if goes red, like blushing, and it was a mistake, but no. Miharu's face flashes through my mind unexpectedly. Can't blame Naomi for her reaction. I doubt gender is the first thing to come to mind.
私もよくわからないけど、言葉にしなきゃ伝わらないっていうことだけは本当だと思うな。
The fact that Miharu was able to do that and confess to me is amazing. Meanwhile, I still haven't been able to give her a reply. I'm such a loser. Oh, interesting. There's no connection here. Zero connection here. But last Federico POV has him call himself a loser, and now Rinka is doing the same thing. That's funny. Remember that one time when I was like, there's something interesting about Rinka having a first-person POV and also Federico having one, and that kind of like dichotomy and like opposite forces kind of thing, but like still like it's interesting. But there's no. But this doesn't mean it. This doesn't mean anything. But like, it's kind of funny. Just thinking about it is making me all embarrassed. That's why I try to forcefully change the topic.
で、その相手って誰なの？それは。
So it's someone you don't want to say because it's one of their friends.
まあ、なかなか言えないよね。でも何かあったら相談してね。頼りない先輩だけど。
Oh, well, I guess it's actually not. No, that's actually, I think it's a response about whoever it might be, even if it's unrelated to Rinka, personally. Yeah, actually. But I'm gonna keep that response filed away. Okay.
Hi!
Hey, cheer, your response helps me to settle down a bit. And it gets me thinking. This moment feels as normal as they come. Just a regular part of my daily life. Almost as though we aren't in the midst of divine selection. Oh, wait. Hmm.
最近よく来るね。ほら、おいで。
I slither into bed and curl up with Lete. Yeah. I doubt anyone would judge me for spending a day like this every now and then. 2 hours of lazing about later, I decide to take a shower and go to sleep. Lete is nowhere to be seen after I finish my shower. Interesting cut. Early morning, Sunday. Sunday. I get woken up by that god-awful ringtone on my phone. It's ringing far earlier than my alarm, judging by the time displayed. I then notice that it's my gran calling, which jolts me awake. Oh. She's definitely not looking to chat if she's calling me this early in the morning. Maybe I messed up yesterday's report. That or maybe something happened with a relative. Now I'm making myself nervous. After a deep breath, I accept the call.
もしもし。
やあ。
Ah, fucking hell. A gasp of surprise slips out of my mouth. It isn't Grand's voice on the other end. It's Scale Johnson's. He proceeds to speak, knowing I'm not about to waste time asking questions.
俺は今、東北のとある県にいる。町名は
He says the name of the town loud and clear. A small place with a small population, almost the exact opposite of Tokyo. It's where my gran was born, and where she's been since March.
そして俺は君のおばあさんの隣にいる。いや、はっきり言った方がいいね。
Elfie, what is it? What is it? What is it? Yes, come here. Elfie. Elfie. Okay.
君のおばあさんを市街地から数キロ離れた車の中で監禁している。ご老人だ。殺すことはたやすい。しかし俺が殺しては、君の後輩のように俺が脱落したら死んでいないことになってしまう。
Yeah.
だからこそ車だ。おばあさんには睡眠薬で眠ってもらっていて、ここには練炭がある。ちょっと待ってくれよ。
He uses her phone to send me a picture of the situation. As he said, she's tied up in the back of a car with a cold bouquet tucked under her arm. The windows are all taped up too. Jesus. I know exactly what he's hinting at. He wants to kill her through carbon monoxide poisoning. That's... He can't.
やめろ！
まあまあ、落ち着いて。俺が何を言いたいか、わかるだろ。
私の情報を、カードを教えろってこと？自分が指名されないように。
5分だ。君のスマホで君の死因と未練のカードとその背景情報を書いて送ってくれ。
That's a lawnmower going. Okay, well... Anyway. Okay, whatever.
5分を過ぎたら君のおばあさんを殺すし、1回目でカードが作られなくても殺す。
Okay.
人を殺めたら、いや、おばあちゃんを監禁したこと自体明るみになったら、あなただってただじゃ済まないはず。
当然自殺に見せかけるさ。だが仮に捕まったとしてだからなんだ。俺は何もしなかったら君に殺されるんだ。君ができることはおばあちゃんを見捨てるか見捨てないかの選択じゃないか。俺の手で直接命を奪わなければ俺を脱落させても死はなかったことにならない。こんなのはあくまで予想であり可能性だ。命は命。死ぬはずのなかった命は元に戻るかもしれないよ。
Okay.
だが時間は与えない。さっき俺が言った通りだ。5分後のメールを楽しみにしているよ。いいね。
He ends the call right away. I can't help but scream. He's got my grandmother. He's kidnapped my one and only family member. It might be possible to save her by eliminating him, even if worst comes to worst. I can't risk it, though.
おばあちゃん！
I'll never be able to live with myself if I let her die. There's no guarantee that I'll be able to bring her back. What's guaranteed is that she'll be safe if I die in her place. It's all my fault. My inability to realize that he would target someone other than me or Naomi would cause this. My hesitation to speak to her about divine selection out of fear that she wouldn't believe me caused this. It's my fault. All mine. I open up the messaging app on my phone. My fingers are trembling so much that I can barely type. I don't have any time to waste though. Just then my phone rings. I think it is from my grand's phone at first, but it's a restricted number. Fuck! What the hell? No, we have to answer. Oh, we have to answer. Fuck. This is too important. I have to save. Frantic decision. Fuck, okay. I have to answer it. This could be new information because we still have 5 minutes. It's we have to answer. 10 seconds, that's all they get. If I'm lucky, it'll be the police calling because they've noticed something's wrong. That could lead to her being saved. Thinking that, I accept the call.
僕だ。
Yeah, I thought maybe. The voice on the other end of the line belongs to none other than Alan Scorpion. What's with this timing? I don't know what he wants, but I don't have time to chat right now. God knows why I would even get in contact now out of all times.
話がある。
No! I'm not gonna save. Well. Fuck, we're doing this. Hear him out. There's no sense of concern in his tone at all.
何？
He might actually know what's going on right now, so I decided to hear him out.
やはり違うか。最後の最後、知ることができてよかったと言うべきか。
Interesting.
残念だが、僕は君に何もすることはできない。
Interesting.
急いでメールを書くんだな。
Huh. I want to see where that goes, but he hangs up immediately after without so much explaining how he knows about my message. Interesting. Okay. This is too important not to. No. Huh.
こっちには今話してる余裕なんてない。だから後にして。おばあちゃんが大変なんだ。
Huh. Okay, that makes sense. I shout this into my phone and end the call before he can say another word. It almost sounded like he was laughing, which pisses me off. What the hell did he even want?
もうおばあちゃん、おばあちゃん。
Interesting. Oh, I actually used save file number 2. Yeah. It was about, yeah. Try to focus on typing, all while praying that she's safe. I finish the message and send it in a hurry. It must be just under 5 minutes. I pray that it goes through. Otherwise, I get a call right after sending it. Select a scale with a new proposition after reading the message.
うかつだな。
Huh?
だが、その感情的なところは
ていた。とても。
スケールさんじゃない。
Huh.
君が自分の情報を教えたとして、この男が君の祖母に手を出さないと本気で思っていたのか。君の情報を得たところで彼はまだ五分だ。君に指名されてお互いに脱落するという可能性が残っている。片方が防御するのではなく両方指名するというケースだ。僕が実行するならば、君の情報を得た後拘束したまま山に放置し、僕でなければ君の祖母を助けられない状況を作り出す。そうすれば君は次の選定で僕を指名できなくなるからね。
Jesus.
そして君を脱落させた後、口封じに君の祖母を殺す。
Yep.
間違いなくこの男もそれを実行する予定だったはずだ。殺すと脅したのはまず君を焦らせて情報を奪うためだ。
The voice on the other end leaves me speechless. It isn't Scale speaking, it's Alan. It doesn't help that he's saying something so terrifying while I'm still shaken.
心配しなくていい。メールはこの男が見る前に削除した。もちろん僕も見ていない。
Oh.
どうしてアーランさんが。それよりおばあちゃんはそこにいるの。
君の祖母とおぼしき女性は睡眠薬がまだ効いているのだろう。眠っている。多少擦り傷などはあるが命に別状はない。
よかった。そうじゃなくて、いや、おばあちゃんが無事でよかったはよかったんだけど、説明。
Alan goes on to explain everything. I'm very curious about what... Oh wait, that's not where it... I'm very curious about what happens if I go along this one. What happens if I continue on here. Okay, so... if I continue on this line, what happens here? Obvious? I mean, I guess the end of this one is that you feel Ellen's mind game of not acting emotional enough and he's not saving you. Okay, yeah. Alan, fucking weirdo. Although I'm wondering what the end of this is. I'll have to keep this around. Okay, so I want to keep this around to see the end of this one, probably after I finish the game. This is the save is going to go forward, and I'm also interested in this save when if I say refuse it. I wonder what happens there too. So, save number 2 is the one that I'm gonna save at the end of this stream. Okay. Apparently, he predicted what Scale would do and followed him. As hard as it is to believe, he was actually hiding in the trunk of the car that Scale was using. Wait, that's kind of funny. Not long after contacting me, he forced his way into the car proper, knocked Scale out, and saved my gran. Now he's driving back, having left Scale behind. Now I understand. But something more important is on my mind.
どうしてアランさんがおばあちゃんは私の助けになってくれたの？ それから私とまた取引を。
Wait, is this? Oh, Rinka's room. Okay. Wanted to know what the PTM was. Okay.
言っただろ。似ていたからだと。
Hmm.
は、どういうこと？
I find myself becoming more alert regarding how vague he's being. He quickly proves that I'm overthinking things, though.
僕は彼女に危害を加えない。信じられなければ彼女の元へ来ればいい。
Oh, are you done? Elfie, are you done? You're not done being loud. Elfie. Elfie. Okay. He hangs up and, in doing so, avoids me giving me a proper answer. I'm able to call back now because he's used my grand's phone, but I guess its battery has died or something.
もう。
The sheer stress from it all leaves me wide awake, making my attempt to get back to sleep completely futile. 5 minutes of wasted time later, I fire up the browser on my phone and book a ticket for the Shinkansen. Alan's right. I can't just sit here not knowing what's happened to my gran. Even assuming that she's fine, there's no doubt that it was a terrifying experience for her. She's pretty tough, all things considered, but this has to be the first time she's been kidnapped by a random foreigner and forced to take sleeping pills. I doubt she'll get over it for a while. I had planned on keeping the store open all day, but seeing her is more important. Do you have more to say? You have more to say? Yeah? You're just gonna scream. You're just gonna scream it? Okay. Over half a day has passed since Alan saved Rinka's grandmother from scale. Oh. Okay, this is, third person, so are we on Alan? Are we looking at Alan right here? Oh, she's come over here. Hi. Hi, Elfie. The one thing about Elfie, the one who's been screaming this whole time, is that she does not like to be picked up and held. So that's what I just did. She's the opposite of a lap kitty. Okay, yeah, bye. Bye. Okay. Okay, where were we? Oh, right, the game gives me 80 save files. You need to conserve them. I'm aware, right, but, I only wanted to do that sort of, like, saving, going back and forth between choice branches if I feel like it's, like, super important. But for other things, like the earlier decisions I had to make, I wanted to deal with whatever I chose to do, but not for this, and also not for the one where it was the Odette's ultimatum. I also was going to do that one if it turns out my answer was wrong, but it wasn't. I turned out to choose correctly. Huh. I guess both of the great answers were the emotional one. The one where it's like, no, I can't, well, I mean, but like the one that's like fiery and like defiant of how things are happening to her. Like in the Odette one, it's like I'll help you, but only if I can eliminate you. And the right answer, the right answer was defying that, right? And then I don't know. Wait, actually, I lost my train of thought. But there's some sort of connection, some sort of maybe not thematic, but maybe it is thematic. Connection between that and the right answer in this dialogue tree. Okay. He did so by predicting Scale's course of action and following him. Once Scale has made his move, Alan made one final check with Rinka. She acted exactly as he had hoped. Rather than anticipate that he would help her, she acted out of emotional instinct. Yeah. Following that, Alan easily put a wrench in Scale's plans.
僕ならこうするとすぐに思いつくのも皮肉なものだな。
Alan grew quite familiar with the two-way path of deceit as he expanded his business. That's why he was able to figure out how Scale would attempt to survive without much issue. However, Alan now finds himself opposite of Scale's position. Almost as if he had been gradually picking up the parts of himself that he discarded long ago. This is nothing new for him. He is simply returning to where he once stood.
この街の夜は星が見えないな。
Ooh. Wait, did that say?
この街の夜は星。
The town where Rinka's grandmother is staying is out in the countryside, wildly different from urban Tokyo. Tohoku region's landscape is far more reminiscent of his own homeland. One can see the stars in the night sky there with ease.
僕が星座を教えたこともあったな。
He does a everything fits together like a puzzle. I'm kidding. I have no idea what this means, but the fact that Alan used to be like an astrologer is the... I feel like I'm gonna fixate on that for the rest of the day. Anyway, I also just remembered one of the other reasons why I'm conserving the save files is so that I don't get overwhelmed with how many there are, and I forget what things are. I don't forget what they are. I want to keep it as slow as possible, to be honest. Anyway. Memories of times long past are included in the pieces he finds himself picking up. While he hasn't forgotten them, they have been little more than memories. Now, however, those memories carry meaning to him. Oh, what's the... The memory remains. Cool.
お前はまだ時には星を数えているのだろうか。
He sighs as he makes his way through town. He has no one to validate his chosen course of action. He feels satisfied despite that.
やはり獅子舞凛花は似ているな。あるいはその性質は同一かもしれない。
The resolve to stand up to something far greater than oneself. A special look in their eyes that can choke the heart of anyone and stop them in their tracks. And the tendency to let their emotions take over, making them vulnerable at the same time. Alan cannot help but smile. At this point, he may as well be fighting for her sake.
見届けるさ。結末はもう遠くないはずだ。
His thoughts complete, he sets off to find his lodging for the night. No one would suspect that he was the young CEO of a flourishing company right now. Hardly surprising. He is nothing but a young man walking under the night sky during summer. Oh. I think, yeah, we're gonna have to wait till next time, until tomorrow, for the elections. We don't know if Alan has Federico's new regret yet. We don't know this. But an election is happening. And as much as I want to see it now, we are 57 minutes into part 2 of the stream, and yeah, gotta wait to see the end of Texas Man. Unfortunate. It is unfortunate, especially since that would make a great name for the video, and I'm not sure what to call this part of the VOD. Oh. I have something in the works, actually. I think I'm good. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it. This is the end of the stream and the end of the video if you're watching on YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed. Do I have anything to say? They did a very good job, the writers, or whatever, in determining the best, like, what the dialogue option, or the choices are actually called. Because nowhere in Hang Up does it imply that Rinka's gonna have an emotional outburst. So you really can't judge that. Right? Because by just reading Hang Up, it kind of feels like, oh, she's just going to hang up immediately and not say anything. But also, the other one, the other choice was like something like "here I'm out" or whatever, but that could also have led to a an emotional outburst. So there's no real way to tell if you happen to know that you're supposed to do the emotional thing because you've been really keen in on Rinka's character and also how Alan perceives her and wants to perceive her, right? Unlike me, I was not thinking about that at all. I had completely missed that. But if I had been keen on that, then there's really no way for me to tell which choice was the right one, even knowing that. Which makes me feel better about getting it wrong the first time. But anyway, that's gonna do it for now. I said that already, but, you know, I talked about the game again, so I'm saying it again. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider following me on Twitch. Consider liking the video when it goes up on YouTube. But again, that will be Tuesday. Or, you know, if you're on YouTube anyway, it's already Tuesday or some other day. Yeah, anyway, okay, and also comment if you have something to say, anything to say, and subscribe to YouTube for more videos. Yeah, anyway, oh. I gotta calm down. Okay. Let's get this. Okay, so save out 2. Seen Gran in a long time. Ooh. Damn. feel like there's something else to say, but you know, I could say that on Thursday, Friday. I don't remember. Yeah. Look forward to more Fatal 12 tomorrow. So, anyway, this has been Fatal 12. I've been Calypso, aka Mint Carousel, and I'm signing out. Have a wonderful rest of your day.